Hi, I'm Gabriel Roth, co-owner of Daptone Records and chief engineer. And sitting beside me,
I'm Wayne Gordon. I'm CTO of Daptone Records, Chief Tape Operator.
Daptone Records is an independent label that we started about 10 years ago. Our biggest act is Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. We also have the Budos Band, Naomi Shelton, the Gospel Queens, Charles Bradley, a number of other things. And we do all our own recording and production in this little two-family house here in Bushwick, Brooklyn, where we built a little dream studio. We have a kind of a traditional approach to recording. We don't use that much vintage stuff. We have a few nice things, but mostly we record to tape and usually to 8 tracks, and we try to do a lot more production on the front end as opposed to mixing things and stuff like that. We don't have any computers here.
Yeah, the thing I liked about the CS5, it had like a really wide range of frequencies to pick up. You know, a lot of times your mic and piano, then a mic, it'll pick up a lot of the, the right hand figures and not too much of the low end stuff on the left. Sorry, and then. But with the CS5, I felt it was pretty a good spectrum of sound that it picked up.
It's real balanced, and it has a real nice high end on it, which is what I'm saying. It's like the even some of the real fancy like Neumann mics and what are the other ones? The AKGs, you know, the Telefunkens and all this.
Yeah.
Some of those real fancy ones that a lot of people are really after. Those mics tend to have a harshness on top, and this mic is a lot smoother on top, which I thought made it a lot more useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used it on percussion a few times, and we used it on, it's great on piano. We'd put it up against a bunch of mics, some real expensive mics and stuff too. We do a lot of blind A-Bing here, where we'll put up, you know, an SM57 and then a U47. We'll put up a lot of different mics that you have a lot of expectations for. You know, some of them you think are going to be crappy, some of you think are going to be bright. Some, you know, you have all these different ideas about what a mic's going to sound like based on, you know, all the bullshit that you read in audio magazines. You know, but based on all the stuff that you read about them and people talk about them and stuff. But then, you know, when you actually sit down and control and pull them up, and you have to be blind about it. You can't know what's on what channel. You plug the chords in random without knowing what's what, and match all the levels so that you have even levels, and you listen to them. A lot of times it's really surprising what you found, and we found that the CS5 sounded better than a lot of the real fancy mics, and was more useful in a lot of cases.